is going on out there, Culture Junkie Nation? Welcome to another great episode of Culture Junkies Live. I'm your host, Kenshiro. Today, we're talking all about the Game Awards. The Game Awards actually comes on tomorrow, but today, we're going to talk about our predictions of who's going to be taking home hardware. I want to thank everybody for liking the show on the stream out there. Eugene Maddox, I see you out there. Shaniqua Woodchard, I see you out there as well. Wolverine Solid X, thank you for checking in. Sean Killer, thank you for being here. And big old Mike Riley. How you doing, my friend? Before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm introduced who's going to be on the show to me today. The dapper one dressed in the Bahama Humbug Santa hat, GQ. To the right of me is the great Dada Kuji.
Hey, everybody.
And from remote, we got King Amarak. What's up, everybody?
How's it going? What's going on?
Going. Yeah.
It's going good. We got a lot to get to, man. And let's not waste time. Let's run the gamut.
Run the gamut.
A miserable little pile of secrets.
GQ, you take it. That was a great one. GQ, you take it.
Apparently, Christopher Nolan and a couple of other prominent directors on the Warner Brothers side of things are not really happy with Warner Brothers' decision to release their films in theaters and on streaming at the same time. Now, Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot, or Gadot, or however you want to pronounce it, apparently got payoffs for their silence, basically, or just kind of sweeping it under the rug. So apparently you can pay people lots of money to shut up. And that's pretty much the way it's always been in life. But interesting that Christopher Nolan, who pushed for a Tenet to be released theatrically, which of course we had a Culture Junkies event and it was fun.
Mm-hmm. Good movie, by the way.
He's of my same mindset of you don't put all that work in just to watch it at home. Mm-hmm. You put that work in to see it on a 90-foot screen. So we'll see. This is going to be an interesting thing. The industry, in my opinion, is not ready for streaming premieres of multi-million-dollar films. It's just not. There's no return on investment.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
And that's literally what's at the center of this whole thing. But today is the season. Well, this is the season of giving, and I have to say, the folks at Disney and Sony, they're giving us a lot because it's been confirmed that Alfred Molina will be reprising his role as Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 3, and that goes along with Jamie Foxx being Electro, which goes along with a lot of other neat things that is pointing to the Spider-Verse. And for more information on that, Great Dada Kuji actually has something he wants to say.
Well, confirmed Alfred Molina. Confirmed Jamie Foxx.
That's right.
Rumored Charlie Cox from Daredevil. Rumored Kirsten Dunst.
Mm-hmm.
Rumored Emma Stone.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if they put all those in there, which is rumor, also far long ago, rumor was also Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, which has not been confirmed yet. But if they're putting in Alfred Molina, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to put in the rest of them, because they did put in, what's his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. He played J. Jonah Jameson.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah,
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. They put him in there, but as the same character, but a different
type.
Type. So
Jonah without his toupee.
Yeah, because he's not running a newspaper anymore.
Right.
He's running. He's the Alex Jones of their friggin' universe. Hundo percento. Crazy. Let's throw out there gay frogs and all that other good stuff.
Gay frogs?
Yeah, you have never heard that clip of Alex Frog?
No, I have
Alex
not.
Frog. Alex Jones talking about gay frogs?
I have not.
He said that they put chemicals in the water to make the freaking frogs gay.
Yeah.
So that just lets you know just how tight his hold on reality is. But I digress. Go ahead, Dino.
So, we'll see what's going on until we get some actual confirmation. I mean, it's good to dream, I guess, but don't hold on to it.
Exactly. And dude, Twitter is going bananas over all of this news. But I have to admit, this Charlie Cox thing is really starting to pick up some steam. Like, everybody's like almost acting like it's a done deal, and he's going to be playing Matt Murdock as Peter Parker's lawyer coming out of what happened in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah,
but,
we don't know.
Yeah.
Well, breaking news. AT&T just announced that Crunchyroll got bought by Sony Funimation for $1.2 billion.
Damn.
And that's something that Crunchyroll, if I remember correctly, started off as like an illegal stream thing.
They did.
And then turned themselves
did.
legit. And
Yeah.
now worth $1.2 billion. All you anime
Damn,
fans
that's
out
amazing,
there.
man. You remember do you remember all the way back in the day, like in 1999, I think we were in the office, the old office, and our old boss Arvell actually showed us Crunchyroll and said, hey, this could be something interesting, and we could have jumped on that, like in the beginning, like we could have been early investors.
Yeah, that'd have been nice.
It would have been nice.
Yeah.
It would have been nice. Anyway, so honestly, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about today. It's all about the Game Awards. I see everybody in the chat. Thank you for making your comments. Mr. Rigor Mortis, your question about what does that mean for dubs, we'll talk about that for the power is yours, or when the power is yours. But right now, we're going to move on to the Game Awards and start with the very first category we're going to talk about today is the best ongoing narrative. And honestly, the best ongoing narrative is for the game's story. Its story and basically its overall, like how it makes you feel. So the 5 games that are up for best narrative this year are 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and The Last of Us 2. So I'm going to ask all of you out there in the chat and all of my panelists, what do you think is going to take home as the best overall narrative story for the Game Awards this year? Dido, what do you think is going to have? Which one do you think will have the best story?
Well, let's see. I sat down and watched you play a couple of these, and it's a toughie. I don't think Hades would be in that. I mean, it's probably a really great game, but when it comes to like a narrative way to tell stories, I think it's a toss up between The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima.
Really,
to tell you the truth, but
okay,
Final Fantasy VII probably is in there, but I hate that it's in any category because it's an unfinished game, and that bothers me because from my understanding, they did not put the whole game out. It's like part 1, and they'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's like the first half.
Yeah, that's a bother to me.
How many discs was the original Final Fantasy VII? Was
3.
It 3? It's 3 discs? So
or was it 4?
3.
It was, yeah.
It's a 3-disc game.
Yeah, so what do you think, GQ?
Ghost of Tsushima, I mean, does it actually have a story, or is it just open world fun and run?
It has a story, but even to me, like narratively, it isn't super tight. It's like kind of spread all over the place. Jin is kind of like he's just there. I didn't connect with him.
So, and to me, like when they have games like that, I don't know why they put them in categories like this. If it's open world and you kind of do your own thing, like Grand Theft Auto had a story because it was following a particular thing. You just happened to follow that narrative throughout doing all the other stuff you wanted to do in the game. Ghost of Tsushima, like you said, doesn't really have a solid story or plot. Like Last of Us 2, I think is the best one up there as far as having an actual storyline to follow and latch on to. So that's my opinion on that one, Last of Us 2.
Okay, because it's like when you think of narrative, you're thinking of almost like you're watching a movie play out in front of you in game form, right?
Basically.
That's kind of what I saw, though, with the Ghost of Tsushima. It was more like a Kurosawa movie, though.
Yeah, Kurosawa.
Kurosawa.
All right. So let's hit the 4 screen and toss it over to our friend in remote, King Amarak. What do you think is going to take home best narrative? And we talked about this, so I'm pretty sure you have an opinion.
He's trying to finish his ramen.
Don't choke on them noodles, bro. I'm sorry. Just go ahead.
With this being such a weird year, dude, this one, like, because Tsushima, nice story, but along with narrative comes like character building. When you get there, you already know who he is. Like the story opens up and he's just like, all right, I'm the samurai dude. Let's just level me up now. You get the backstory as you play the game. And it was a nice story. What's more than likely going to do it, and like I said last time, it's The Last of Us. Telu has the thing to where they've done a whole game's worth of build for characters, and they had another game to fill them out. And then they branched out into different characters, gave a story, there was music, there was beautiful art direction. They nailed every base. They hit everything that they were supposed to do to make the critics happy. Like it's an award-worthy game, which is terrible because there are some great nominees there.
Yeah.
Would I want to take it? Tsushima was going to Last of Us.
Last of Us, I heard everybody hated that game. And when I say everybody, I don't literally mean everybody. So anybody out there that
Yeah, but
thinks
there's
just so many
reasons
people
why. None of the
It's a
reasons
great
that they hated
game.
the game was for the story of the game.
that's what it sounded like to me. It was for the story.
I think it was
because
more.
the main
Everybody
character who
wanted
took
her to
over, certain
become more of
characters
a
that,
hero.
spoiler alert, died and all this other stuff.
Right.
That's part of the story.
Well, again, but I think part of it, I think some people had access to grind for sexuality that was depicted in the game, so I think they let that bias kind of color their reception of the game. I could be wrong. I didn't get the chance to play Last of Us 2 because I'm still waiting to play Last of Us 1.
Yeah, same here.
Right.
I'm gonna get around to it one day, and then 2 will be 20 or less, and snap that up like I snap up everything else.
So
Right.
wait, isn't Jedi Fallen Order like eligible for some of this stuff because it came out at the end of the year?
King, please talk about this.
So it came out too late to be in the game of the year running last year.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great game. Everyone who played it was like, "Yeah, this would have
it's
been
good.
game of the year if it was up."
Mm-hmm.
But that was last year. Now we only have a certain amount of spots for the games to go up, 5 or 6 or whatnot. There was no room for it because it's now at the bottom of the list because everything that has come out since then has trumped it, which is just not fair.
That wasn't
That's
fair.
dumb.
That wasn't fair.
To
You're
me-
right.
Okay, now here's the thing. When they say there's no room for it, it's not like it's an airplane. And it's like, you
Right.
got so many seats of it. It's like, no, dumb fools. You have a list of games
Right.
that are eligible to be put on a list of the best, and this one came out at the tail end of the last
But
one,
then
and
you'd
it couldn't
have a
go in.
list of like 30 games, and
Yeah,
then it'd be
that's-
harder to choose and all that. So let's
I don't
just
care. Life is hard. Life is supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be a easy thing. You have kids. There's going to be a favorite.
All right. So out of the chat, we've got more than a few people actually putting their nominations in. Jassim Aza El Fatih says Final Fantasy VII. Sean Killer Killer, Last of Us 2. King Takeem says Tsushima should win.
What's up, Jeremiah Jones?
What's up, Jeremiah Jones? Welcome. Yeah, he came over from YouTube, so he's over on Twitch now. Let's see. Eugene Maddox says Last of Us 2, and I think that's it. I think that's it. So a lot of us say Last of Us 2. Me personally, as narrative wise, I love Hades, but you're right. I think as a narrative story, it's not nearly as strong as even Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I fell in love with when I was playing it. I loved it. Ghost of Tsushima, again, I feel like, to me, the story, visually it was beautiful, but the story just didn't hit me. So I'd almost have to give it to Last of Us 2, just because of that. And we haven't even talked about Aegis 13, which is unfair.
I don't think I've heard of it.
I haven't heard of it either, and I haven't heard anybody really even talking about it. What's that?
It's a gorgeous 15 minutes that you would play this, and you'd be like, "Holy crap, this thing is amazing!" But I just ADD'd off or something.
Okay. See, if it can't
It
hold your
didn't
attention, then
stick
it don't
around.
deserve the award, right?
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, how long has the game even been out?
I can't answer that. I don't know. Maybe you can help me
That's what
out.
I'm saying.
Right.
Everything on this list right now, I have not played Hades. I've watched.
You watched
at
me play it,
least
right?
people stream this. Yes.
Okay.
I've watched so much of it. I know the game front to back. When I pick it up, it's not even going to be fun because I'm going to be able to run through it.
All right.
But for me, seeing what it is, the story's great. There's some humor to it. Like even the color tone and the way that the like narrative like flowed throughout, everything meshed so well. But once again, it was a character that was just like, "Hey, I'm 80s. Let's go."
Yeah, Rigor
and
Mortis
there
says it's a turn-based game, I think.
Yeah,
right.
this doesn't look appealing to me.
Okay. All right. So the next
it's
award,
gorgeous.
yeah, the next award that we're going to talk about is the best score in music. Now, game music can take a slightly ordinary game and make it legendary. So music and score are definitely important to the soul or an importance of a game. So the ones that are up for the award this year are Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Hades, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and The Last of Us 2. You'll be seeing Last of Us 2 in a lot of these categories. I'm just going to tell you up front. A lot of these categories, Last of Us 2 is in it. So out of all of these ones, which one do you think had the best score? Let's start with you, King. Which one do you think has the best one overall?
Well, Doom, predictable music. Fast, hard, killer, everything. Final Fantasy, you already know what it's about to sound.
I mean, you say that like it's a bad thing, though.
No, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing.
Okay.
My tone and demeanor do not mean bad right now.
Okay.
All
right.
This is one of those discussions where I got to keep my brain like, because this is my, But we already knew what Final Fantasy was going to sound. A lot of the soundtrack had to be from the original for us to even appreciate the fact that it happened. So once again, predictable. Hades. Thank you. Whoever wrote this score for the entire game, whoever laid this out, brilliant. Brilliant. Like I said, everything fits so well. It was great. Ori, pure art. Everything they touched in pure art. So those are my top two. It's a fight between them two for me.
Hades and Ori?
Yes. But then once again comes The Last of Us, who has a movie style soundtrack. Actual artist. Ellie has her own song. We got that before we even got like a lot of the game. So they were even putting that in our face. They did all this on purpose for The Last of Us. They put that stuff in our face, knowing that would get them in line for the nominee spot and knowing that it's good. So it's between those three, and I don't want to say Last of Us.
Okay, if you got a favorite, even if you want to say one of those three is going to take it, I'll accept that. I'll accept that right now.
I hope Ori takes a lot more than it is going to, but I would give sound, like the score and music to Ori.
Do either of you two gentlemen have an opinion on the game music right now?
Of course I do. Doom's, I'm pretty sure, sounds just like the first 2016 Doom, which I have played, and I'm pretty sure it's just more of the same.
What is Doom Eternal anyway? Is it just an update?
No, it's a
sequel
to the 2016 Doom, which was kind of more or less of a retelling of it. So this one is basically Doom 2. Final Fantasy 7, we know the music is good in there, and now it sounds even better than it did on the original PlayStation. Hades, I watched you play it. I can't pull up any of the music in my head right now. Ori, I haven't played the new one, but I did play Ori in the Blind Forest, whatever. And it's a beautiful game. But like the game, I think, and I agree with, I think it was Mr. Rigor Mortis. The game soundtrack that should have been on there is Streets of Rage 4.
Absolutely. I think it's a travesty that soundtrack is not in here.
Streets of Rage 4's music is amazing. Great. It's not as good as part 2, but I listen to it daily. Yeah. Like literally, it's good. It is really good. So, I do like it. Now, do you think they're knocking it because Streets of Rage is an arcade brawler and not like a symphonic masterpiece? Probably, because that's how a lot of people think.
That's not fair, though. I don't think that's right.
It's not fair because, we've talked about this before. Not trying to go back to the console wars of the '90s, but the Super Nintendo could do orchestrated music really good, but it couldn't do like metal really well. It couldn't do like
Genesis had way more variety.
Genesis could do a lot better, but nobody. Everybody said, "Oh, Super Nintendo does better music," and it's because that's how people think of it.
It's something about that Genesis chip.
It was from a keyboard. Yeah, it was in a Yamaha fucking keyboard.
It was just great. Yeah, everything about it. What about you, GQ? You got anything?
Jedi Fallen Order. Let's be real. This John Williams music is better than everything else on that list.
Wow.
And it is.
I'm so mad at you right now.
Am I lying?
Right. I mean,
no, you're not.
You haven't even heard any of these other ones. You're so biased. Wow. He's so biased.
Like Dido said, if Streets of Rage 4 can't be on there, I'm not going to go with... Again, that's why I do not like award shows, because they become, what's the last thing you remember and what's the most popular thing in your mind. It doesn't take into account stuff that's actually better than everything that's sitting on that list. Streets of Rage 4 pretty much kills most of those games there. And for me, Jedi Fallen Order, I like Star Wars, so sorry.
John Williams is good.
Just think about it this way as well. You have never seen an award show where Scott Pilgrim took best score music or something like that.
Scott Pilgrim was so good. Scott Pilgrim was so good.
It's something about the certain styles of games. I think if it lands more in like a niche or something like that, it won't get here. Jedi. Oh my God, I'm so
Basically,
mad.
but here's the issue: the Game Awards basically are becoming the Oscars, and that's a problem. The Oscars are a whole bunch of idiots that sit there and think about the same type of boring movies every single time, and then give it to some foreign film that nobody saw. That's boring. MTV Movie Awards came along and changed all of that. It's like, look, let's pick something that people actually watch, care about,
and
whatever.
they like. Yeah,
right. Gamer Awards started off with that early on. Now they've just become the Oscars. It's kind of dumb. Something needs to change.
okay.
That's why I feel like The Last of Us kind of catered towards that a lot more than anything else.
All right, so to keep it moving for me, I love Hades. I love Hades as a game. I love Hades music. I think it was really great. Final Fantasy VII soundtrack is just so good. It is just so good, and the way they've even redone it is just. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. Really good. Like, I don't even say that actually, that's a lie. A lot of Final Fantasy soundtracks are really good too, but Final Fantasy VII is a standout. I'm not going to lie.
The remix version of One Wing Angel.
I can't wait to hear that.
I want to know what they do for Sephiroth's theme, because that's going to get real interesting.
They kind of did that for Advent Children.
They did, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
You think they're just going to repurpose that?
They better not. They better bring out the Japanese Symphony Orchestra and do something crazy.
All right. So we need to move along. We've been kind of carrying over. So King Amarak, this next one is for you. We're best indie game of the year. So on the screen, the best indie games of the year that are up for the awards is Carrion, Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, Hades, Spelunky 2, and Spiritfarer. Now this I'm gonna throw it to you, and you talk about these games first, because I know this is your category. Which one do you think is going to take it?
I noticed that
Okay.
Hades just sitting there in the middle, just been every last graphic's been just chilling.
You trying to say something?
Hades,
You trying to say something?
Hades landed in a good spot.
Hades has just been like, look, I live here now.
just-
Right.
It's a breath of fresh air.
I love
Hades
that
is
game, man.
different.
Love that game.
Hades is what I've been waiting for. Somebody to say, hey, all right, enough with all the other stuff. Let's just make a quick romp, but actually put some love into it.
Yeah, it's good. I love
Hades deserves to be on a lot of these slides.
it. Yeah.
Carrion. Fun. Short. Okay being on this list. I don't know why Fall Guys is here.
Fall Guys is probably the most popular one out of all that.
Popular, yes.
Doesn't mean best. Popular never means best. A lot of people confuse the two.
Popular. Like, when's the last time you heard anybody play it?
What's that?
Is Fall Guys an indie
Devolver
game?
Digital.
Apparently, yes, it is.
Oh, Devolver made Fall Guys?
Yes, that's a Devolver thing, I think.
Oh, I did not know they made that. I thought they were sticking to like
that's what I'm
2D
saying.
graphics.
I don't know. It like the game flared up when it came out in the time where everybody needed, something to do with everyone else just to kind of not go crazy at the time, and it lasted for like 2 months. It's still going. People are still playing it. It's not as big as it was. It didn't get big enough to be on this list for the amount of time that it's been out amongst the stuff that it's on the list with.
You know why?
Right?
Because Among Us came out. I mean, excuse me, Among Us been out for 2 years. Among Us got repopular, and that kind of pushed it.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't
You can
see it
do a
on the
little bit
chat,
more
but
with that
Somebody
over
said
time,
Fall Guys
so-
got the Fortnite vote.
Okay, let's see.
King to
King
King,
says Fall Guys got the Fortnite vote.
Pretty much.
There could have been a million other things on this list aside from that, but that's
Now-
something that will
People
take
even
me
still
forever.
play it.
Now,
Well, Fall
Huh?
Guys?
not
Not
really.
as much as they used to.
Not like it's not a lot of streamers happening.
Yeah, it's falling
Um,
out. I think it's falling off.
It's starting to fall off. It
Yeah.
it blew up real quick and it fell off even faster. Like
Yeah,
it's,
because I think
why?
Among Us
It's
has just
going to be a
swallowed
niche.
it.
No, it's because of that McRib coming out. And back is like,
I like
Really
that.
serious.
I like that. But no, my pick.
there's
My
not
pick is
much
Hades.
more I can say about Hades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My pick. My pick is Hades. But I know a lot of people talk about Spelunky.
Spelunky
I like the first one, man.
is
Play the second one.
uncontrollable fun. From the moment you turn it off, turn it on until you turn it off, you're just going to have a good time, mindless, fun spelunking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that does have a place on this list, but Hades beats the hell out of that one. Spiritfarer, which
He
I
had me
didn't
looking
know.
at Spiritfarer. It looks.
I didn't
interesting.
know it was going to be that. It was good. Like
Yeah.
it's a nice I
It's on
can't
Switch.
even say it's a
You haven't heard of it?
slow-paced game.
Spiritfarer. Spiritfarer is on Switch.
It plays best on Switch.
It probably.
It's on Steam and Switch, I think. So yeah, you should look it up. I think it might. Well, I don't know if it'd be a game that's up your alley. It's not necessarily a platformer type game.
It's one of those games to where if it's rainy out and you're kicking it and you're just like, instead of reading a book, which I'll do this, and you just sit there.
You just want to chill.
And,
yeah.
Like the music is nice and relaxing. The art style is super easy on the eyes. It has that like hand drawn effect to it in some parts even.
Yeah.
Like your mission is literally just to make sure everything is happy for a while. Bottom line.
I think I did see this a while ago.
It's
looks all right.
It's an adorable game.
Yeah.
That's a no for me.
That's a no for him. That's a no for me, dog.
It just sucks that it's on the list with Hades.
Yeah. I'm not gonna admit. I'm not gonna lie. Like Hades killed that one. Like for me, the best indie game is clearly Hades. All right, so here's a category that GQ just absolutely detests.
It's because it's a cop out.
The best
How do you have an award?
the best ongoing game.
It's like, look, if you weren't best game of the year when you came out Destiny 2 6 years ago, whatever the hell it was,
All right.
you should not be on any current list now.
Yeah.
Fortnite, yes, it's a very popular game, and that's great, but it came out, what, 4 years ago?
Right.
Why is Fortnite even on any list of current 2020?
Hey, I agree with you. This is the dumbest category I've ever seen before. That's like saying, like in TV, it's like best on TV series. Oh, The Simpsons wins again because
Right,
it's been over 30
right,
years.
exactly.
Like, no, it's just the stupidest thing. Yeah.
Man, that is a super cop out. That's like a major cop out. The best Camry from 1990, but it gets to go because the Camrys were still being made. Whatever, man.
Yeah. All right, so the best ongoing games that are up for this category: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. So out of all of those ones, which one is going to take the best ongoing game? Now, No Man's Sky is a literally come back from the dead type entry.
I like the No Man's Sky guy.
They finally finished it?
No,
it's not finished. That's why it's ongoing.
Yeah.
Right?
So the thing is, I put many hours in that game. Out of all those ones, I enjoy playing No Man's Sky because it is something that I literally wish I could do in real life. It's hop in a spaceship, leave this piece of shit, and just go explore like the freaking the universe. But because I can only do it virtual, the game when it first came out was just empty. And people hated it because it wasn't what they promised.
The same thing with Avengers.
Yeah.
Like they're hating Avengers, and it's the same deal with No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But they put so much in it. They didn't back down. It's kind of like a long time ago. Remember Apollo, Night at Apollo, and she was part of the Fugees. Well, I can't think of her name right now.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill was on there. She went out singing, and she was singing, and they were booing the hell out of her, but she didn't give up.
Right.
She just kept going.
That ain't the same Lauryn Hill that's out
Well,
now.
not now. I'm just saying at that moment. At that moment. Not talking about her now, but at that moment, she just kept singing, and then turned the crowd around, and they all were like, yeah, this is awesome. That's No Man's Sky.
I get it, but like, I think No Man's Sky, and the reason I didn't get it is because when you initially got it and said, dude, this game is empty, it was like, okay, well, I guess they hyped it up too much, and it's just like, okay, and it's fine. Like I said, I'm glad they turned it around because I guess they not re-released it, but they released it on the Xbox platform or something.
It's out on everything: PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox.
Is it free to play?
No.
I didn't think so.
If you had bought it, all the updates were free. Like they didn't charge you for not one update, not one.
Okay, so and I think so. It is free to play now.
No, it's not free to play. If you bought the game. I understand. Unless you got it on.
So I'm confused.
You're free to play it after you pay for it.
After you pay for it.
No, I'm that's what I'm confused. It's like I'm asking, is it free to play? Because
you don't. When you say free to play, I think of something that is free. You download it.
Like
like DC
Fortnite.
Heroes.
It's not.
It's
you
not like
can't
Fortnite.
just
Okay.
download it. You
All
have
right.
to
So
purchase
because a lot of people are saying Avengers is going to go down that route, and I'm like, no, I don't see that happening.
no.
But
Marvel Avengers is a little bit too expensive IP.
agreed.
Giving
It would
away.
be free to play.
Hey, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So no. I'm sorry, King. Were you gonna say something?
Flop category.
I'm just looking at this ongoing. The dates are all over. Look, if you look up all the release dates for when this shit came out, dude,
Like, come on,
there
man.
is no rhyme or reason to this category.
Wait. Call of Duty Warzone though came out just last year, right?
Yeah, no, Call of Duty Warzone came out, I believe, this year.
Was it this year?
I believe so.
Yeah, right.
Wasn't that one of like the main
It came out
franchises?
last November or whatever. It came out.
Is
Well, wait,
last
what's the one that's up? What's the one that's going on right now that they're advertising with Ronald Reagan?
Oh, that's Cold War. That's Call of Duty Cold War.
Whatever.
Yeah. So Warzone is actually a super popular game. A lot of streamers play it. Fortnite is still fucking Fortnite. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Destiny 2, a lot of people, King Takeem is in the chat. He was just playing Destiny, just yesterday.
People love that
and
game.
People still love it. So
And like I said, and that's fine. It does not need in a category on the award show.
Agreed.
That is the goofiest possible thing.
okay.
That literally is like best movie that we saw a little while ago, but they re-released it in theaters. Like, no, you're not up for an award. You can't be because you came out already and you lost back then.
Well, then again, to think about it, if the category was best new ongoing, what would there be?
Probably nothing right now
Yeah,
because
this category is just messed up.
right. It's some intern threw the idea out there, and somebody wanted to take that intern's idea and get credit for something
All right. So
that they thought was cool.
we've been debating a lot about this. So which one is the best out of all of them?
No.
Fortnite's gonna take it.
Fortnite's
I don't
probably
really
gonna win. Yeah.
Fortnite's gonna take it. Just
Honestly,
because
I honestly I could see I could honestly see Warzone taking it. I could, just because of its popularity. Fortnite is long in the tooth. Some people could be getting tired of it.
Didn't Fortnite just have like
The Galactus event, I just did that.
yeah,
Yeah,
so-
and our one of our favorite.
Megashawn.
No, I wasn't gonna say that, but I don't know how to describe Kratos, murderer. They put him in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Fortnite is still going on strong,
No, it is.
probably stronger than all the rest of them because, like, I saw something. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it was satire, but they were saying that parents are paying for kids to learn Fortnite dance. Like, people are going to dance school to
That's
teach these kids these
funny.
Fortnite dances. And it's like, this better be satire.
Right, because these dances are already real.
Yeah.
Like, okay, the El Iguana Man says Warzone is going to win. Maybe it's Call of Duty, again, is another one that's long in the tooth because we've been playing Call of Duty for, the last 30 years, it feels like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. So I honestly have no pony in this race because I don't play these games.
Yep,
I don't.
me neither.
I don't play Fortnite. I don't play Warzone. I don't play Apex. I don't play any of these. No Man's Sky. If I had to give one just for, I don't know, merit, I'd probably give it to No Man's Sky just because of what they've overcome
For
to
the
get.
comeback.
Yes, for the comeback. I would give it that. Just for that. I would.
Dude,
Just
that'd
for
be
that.
crazy for them to come out the way that they did and end up winning Game of the Year, like not the year that it
Here's the other thing that's dumb about this category. If this was the case, Tekken, Street Fighter, Soul Calibur, every fighting game that's out should be on this list too, because they all have seasons
ongoing games.
passes,
Yeah.
and they're all ongoing.
Yeah.
All of them.
I mean,
every last one of them.
I guess what they're trying to say is that an ongoing game is a game that initially launched and it has just been patched and updated. It has not come out
It's
with
like
a sequel
every
or
fighting
anything
game
like
this
that.
generation.
Stupid
I mean,
category.
Dude, Tekken
yeah.
just got Kunimitsu added.
Yeah, that
Season 4
okay,
just
yeah.
started.
No, you're right. No, you're right.
Season
about
5 of Street Fighter 5 is still going on right now. It's like,
Yeah, no, you're right
the
about that.
category is just
It's dumb.
It's dumb.
It's dumb.
Seriously.
It's dumb. I'm not gonna argue with that. All right, so we have come to the main event
You
of
better
the
speed
evening.
up them sentences next time.
What? We have come to the main event of the evening, the game of the year. So, the game of the year it's loaded with. I'm not gonna lie, it's loaded with the most curious entry in this list. Has got to be Doom Eternal. Like, what the hell is Doom Eternal doing on this
Dude,
list?
People play Doom.
play
and it's
Doom.
a-
I mean, I
obviously a
get
good
that,
game.
but okay, but you look at what it's stacked up against.
So,
Right?
again,
To me,
this
and
is why
this goes
award
back to your
shows
other.
are stupid.
Well, you remember what you were saying about Jedi Fallen Order? Look at the amount of games that's in this list.
Oh, I know.
It's just like 6 games in this list. Why couldn't Jedi Fallen Order have been in last year? Like it should have been. But anyway, Animal Crossing, Doom Eternal, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Ghost of Tsushima, Hades, and Last of Us 2. There's going to be a lot of debate about which one it is, and I already know Doom Eternal ends in last place. There's no way it's beating any of the other 5 games that it's up against as far as game of the year. So, King Amarak, what's your game of the year? As if I don't already know.
What's my game of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Ghost of Tsushima.
You liar. That's not what you said.
What is
that's
the
not what
game
you
of
said.
the year? No. What I would like to see is Ghost of Tsushima actually go ahead and make this happen. There's no way in hell Animal Crossing or Doom are going to be in the top spots there. But what's going to happen is, once again, they made sure to cross all these T's. The Last of Us is going to win Game of the Year because of how many categories this thing is going to win. Because they tried to do that. I'm not going to let that point die.
To me, that's the dumbest thing in the world. It's like that's like having an Olympics at elementary school, and because this one kid run a couple of 100-yard dashes and like the long jump, they're going to give him athlete. But when there's all these other kids that won gold medals or first place, it's like, no, you have to win categories. And if you're the best game of that year, then you get crowned game of the year, not because you have a couple of other wins in other categories. That's just silly.
Yeah, I agree. To me, game of the year, I'm not going to say Hades as much as I would love Hades to win, but I know it's not going to win, so I'm not even going to waste my breath. I could easily see Final Fantasy VII Remake just because of nostalgia, and for the fact that, remember when they were announcing this game and how visually impressive it was even back then, and people were saying that, oh, this game is going to be the first Final Fantasy game that literally does play exactly like it's one of the cinematics, full game. Like, it's going to visually look impressive and all of that. And they did it. So I could see Final Fantasy VII Remake winning, but I think the enthusiasm for it has died out in these past few months. Last of Us 2 is still kind of hot. But it did have some controversies, surrounding it. I could honestly see Ghost of Tsushima winning, if not only just because of its visuals, but because of that multiplayer mode that it has. That multiplayer mode is unbelievable, and playing it on PS5, 60 frames per second, it just looks even better than it did when it was on PS4. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's great. Tay Swag Gaming, thank you very much for the follow.
What's going on, Tay?
Okay. That's one of your friends. Okay. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. So honestly, Animal Crossing, people are addicted to that game. Like, my daughter plays it.
Look, I can say Animal Crossing has done a lot. This year has played a lot on games that give you that longevity of you're not doing much, but you're doing enough to keep your brain doing it. And a lot of people got stuck in Animal Crossing for so long doing so much stuff, it became a daily routine. So this thing probably does have as much playtime and sales as everything else on this list, which sucks because it's there with Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us. There should have been something else there, another category for something. Like in every game that you see up here, massive amounts of people are dying except for Animal Crossing. All the music gets dark. There's gritty stories. Except for Animal Crossing. This was just not fair for it. And to answer, who said that? Somebody was questioning, do people still play Animal Crossing?
Sean Killer out in the chat said, do people actually play Animal Crossing? Dude,
a lot of people are.
Go to Twitch. People are playing Animal Crossing like crazy.
Because Animal Crossing.
Some of them are in our Stream Buddies group, basically.
It's not. If I picked it up, I'd put time into it. I just haven't. I ain't got that kind of time for Animal Crossing right now.
I mean, you hear people. My daughter plays Animal Crossing like crazy. my youngest daughter. It's highly addictive to some people. Not to me. I don't get it. I don't get the appeal of Animal Crossing. I don't get it.
Play it.
Well, I'm like, I'm a builder and crafter and all that good stuff. Survival games and things like that are like my forte. Something like Animal Crossing is
But
just
isn't it? I'm sorry.
the thing that I could do to relax and still be playing my game.
So let me ask you this, but isn't it because Animal Crossing has a high social component to it? Like you can visit other people's islands and pal around with them and that type of deal?
I don't know.
It has a lot of social stuff, but it works like trash.
King Takim is wrong. Time pit category, that's not really a bad thing. I just don't like Animal Crossing because I don't like Animal Crossing.
It's too cutesy.
It's not even that. It's just that's not my type of game.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of time pit category style games that I'll play. Grand Theft Auto is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can spend a whole day going around killing everybody in San Andreas and all the various cities. So time pits aren't really a problem. It's just Animal Crossing's not fun.
And Maze is right. This is an amazing list of best games. It's across a variety of fields, and everything is valid. Everything validly has a spot in this list as for a game in the year.
Well, and also the fact that, like Dido said, Streets of Rage isn't on there. There's games that aren't even in the running that should be.
Like action games and action adventure games completely get ignored in like game of the year categories.
You know why? Because Game Awards has become the Oscars. They ignore the stuff that actually sells.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and some of the categories were kind of forced because there were a lot of delays and all that stuff as well. So I can see why some of the categories are.
Absolutely no excuses. If the entirety of the NBA except for one team gets killed in a plane crash, guess what? That remaining team is the NBA champ for that year. So the show must always go on. I don't care what happened with 2020. I don't care which games got pushed back, delayed.
You wouldn't suspect that one lone team of sabotaging the other 31 teams.
Hey, if they do it, do what you got to do. But for real, like there's no, just because an entire year is weird, that doesn't mean you make up goofy categories like best ongoing game. Just whatever categories you normally have those. Whatever games were able to make it out in this year, bring Jedi Fallen Order back into the fold like it should be, and do your award show.
Now,
the more you say that, the more it does seem like just a space filler that they could have did something else.
Obviously, Miles Morales just came out. It made the list.
How?
It made the list in this Game Awards. It like literally, dude. It's in there.
That came out what, November?
Yes.
Basically,
it's like literally less than a month old.
Man, that's like that.
Cyberpunk didn't make it.
Cyberpunk did not make it because it got pushed back.
It got pushed back. But all right, here's the thing. That's literally like that Supreme Court justice that they forced in at the last second. Miles Morales got forced into this because
it did.
You came out basically with like a month to go. Man, I see.
And it's
their
not
rules,
a full-fledged game.
Their rules are loose, man.
This, but not Jedi.
Yeah. Right. Well, see, because Jedi came out in December last year, right?
Nah, Jedi
the Game
came out
Awards were not this early. It was at a different date, I thought.
Yeah, and I think Last Order came out like tail end of
before.
November, maybe early first week of December, possibly.
Oh, okay.
Because I know I was in Cali when I bought it, but the game had already been out.
I think the cutoff might have been like Thanksgiving or something like that. I don't know. For whatever reason, I don't know the rhyme or reason. I have no idea. I don't get that. I don't honestly get that. What the reason is, but no. Like I said,
I will not take this hat off. This hat is going to be worn all month. And
See, there goes Woody. Woody's exactly who I'm talking about. He's the type of guy that I can't get this man to come back and play Avengers with me. He's too busy playing Animal Crossing.
I mean, again, everybody has their type of game. Animal Crossing is not mine. It
ain't mine either. I ain't mine. It isn't mine either.
Let the man play what he wants to play.
You know, I heard somebody say that Doom is angry Halo, and I'm like,
Doom is angry.
But Doom came out a long time ago,
right?
Doom
is the son of Castle Wolfenstein, which is the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah.
So
like,
yeah,
you know, so. You better play Avengers again. Oh, dude, Kate Bishop finally came out yesterday. She's like, dude, she might quickly become my favorite character to play with. Like, she's really cool.
Well, before we turn it over to the people, what's everybody's game of the year for this year?
Ghost of Tsushima.
All right, Dido.
You know, I like what I saw of Ghost, most definitely. And Last of Us also looks like a really great game. But I think I would go with because sequels are just more the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's telling a different story, continuous story. But Ghost came out of nowhere and knocked people out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, especially the fact that it's a Japanese flavored game made by an American company.
Yeah, and the Japanese said they did a
They did a really good
Japanese
job.
developers are pissed off that they didn't make a game that got darn good because they said we should have done something.
Because
like
they're
this.
too close to it. It's
Yeah.
like sometimes if you need somebody that admires it to do a better job than what you can do.
Yeah.
King Amarok, what you got?
T-Lou.
Man,
See,
go with your
moving
heart. skip what you think is gonna win. Go with your heart.
Follow your heart.
He wants to be right.
I enjoyed what The Last of Us was. A lot of people didn't. I understood what they were trying to do. I know why they went the way they did with how the story. Well, I'm trying not to destroy things for people who haven't played it, but like I know how that character arc, filled out, and it worked for what they were going for, which was fine with me because I understood it.
That's fair. Mike Oliver's got the winner right there.
My
Mike
man.
Oliver's still playing Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure
so-
Suit Larry is
God.
fun as
My
shit.
God.
Yo, my man got Alpha as his profile picture too.
That's cool. hey,
cool.
hey, that's Gandalf flicking Elf.
Yeah.
But Leisure Suit Larry could be in that ongoing game category.
Wow.
I know for a fact Last of Us is going to do it.
I don't think it meets the
ghost it.
criteria. Yes, I don't think it
Find
meets
a way
the
to
criteria.
shoehorn it in there.
Yeah. All right. So
Did you say King? He was saying something.
you saying respect?
This is
Oh,
T-Lou. I want T-Lou. I want Ghost to make it, but I know
Just say
T-Lou's
Ghost.
going to.
If you want Ghost to win, then say Ghost.
The Last of Us.
All right, well, I'm writing in Jedi Fallen Order as a write-in vote.
I'm writing in Yakuza 4.
There you go.
Not even 5, 6, or Like a Dragon.
Hey, Like a Dragon is
Hey,
actually
hold
a really
on.
good
Isn't
game.
Yakuza kind of an ongoing game, too?
Well, they
Not
keep
in that
releasing
same
new
aspect.
chapters, so
Yeah.
so
The
it's
newest
not
one
quite
did
the
just
same.
come out.
Well, whatchamacallit should be on there then? What's that game you used to play? Shenmue. Shenmue should be on.
Yeah,
Okay,
Shenmue 3 came
okay.
out.
Yeah.
All right, guys. The power is yours. Let's talk about what you want to talk about.
The power is yours!
Imura X Nightmare says Last of Us 2 for him. Sean Killer says Miles Morales. Honestly, that's not a game of the year. It wasn't even a game of the year candidate, but it was a good game. It really was a good game. I loved it, even though it was short. It was
I don't
very
think,
worth it.
honestly, it would be full of enough game to be classified as something that would be up for Game of the Year. Like maybe a few other categories, but not the actual Game of the Year, because it's more of a continuation than the last one.
Eugene Maddox. I'm writing in tissue. I love it. I love it. I love
The
it.
original
Right.
Tenchu?
So hold on,
Gosh,
so
I wish
King-
they would remake that one.
Heck
Me
yeah,
too.
they need to. So King Takim wants original Destiny on the list too. Destiny 2 is already on the list.
Right.
Can't have two.
I think you were saying Destiny should be on there. Then they keep adding chapters. So.
They keep adding chapters
They
to
do.
the first Destiny?
I don't
No,
know.
I-
Probably
he-
two.
he must be
He might be
mistaken.
talking about two.
He must be mistaken.
'Cause that's-
Want
Let's-
Green Goblin is part of the original Sinister Six.
He must be talking about the Spider-Man rumors. So
gotta build
there
up
has
right
been
though,
rumors that Willem Dafoe may
Come back.
maybe coaxed into coming back as Norman Osborn.
Oh, now.
But he
No,
was
they still
he was the
gotta-
best
they gotta-
Goblin.
Yeah,
though.
I
The
don't
Goblin
care.
was the
I'm
best,
not
yeah.
getting that. He's so old now.
Well, they had the age him.
Yeah.
They put him
I
back
think
in that
they
Power
could
Ranger
do it.
costume.
Who
Yeah,
else
man.
could be another universe goblin? Not counting that goblin that we said, because that guy. No,
No, look, Dane DeHaan was a good actor, but his Goblin was just no.
Yeah, I didn't
his
like
Goblin
that.
was goofy.
His
I
Goblin
didn't
was
like his
no.
goblin. I didn't like
It
his
was
goblin.
literally
Yeah,
like
no.
he was channeling Leprechaun and whatnot.
Exactly. That was my whole deal. Eugene Maddox says Tsushima is his pick, and Cameron says Ghost. Ghost of Tsushima.
You keep
as
calling
well.
it Tishima. you talking about grabbing ass, Eugene?
Hey, that's cool.
Tishima.
Yeah, Brian Mays Dot coming back is big. We talked about that a little bit earlier. In
But
Running
here's my
Gamut.
thing, though.
Go ahead.
He died. Unless he found a way to breathe underwater and survive that
not
the power of the sun in the
Technically-
palm of my hand.
Technically, all of these characters that are villains die.
All right, yeah,
You know?
they have died already.
Yeah.
Well, wait, did Electro die?
Yes,
I
he
don't
did.
remember.
Like when he basically got shorted out at the end of it.
Yeah,
And that's their
So
fault for
somebody
trying
ought
to
to
kill
check around
everybody.
the
Like,
time.
See, that's the one thing I've always hated about those early Marvel movies. They always killed the villain.
they did it in like DC movies too.
That's true.
Like what the heck?
That's true.
Stop
It's
killing
Doc Ock
everybody.
from 683.
Hey, that's probably right.
It probably is. It's
That's
just
probably
like
it. I mean, because let's break it down, right? Spidey 3 is going to have Doctor Strange as his new Tony Stark / mentor or whatever, helping him out. So automatically that opens up the whole multiverse possibility based off of what's going on with him. Huh? They do need to bring in Reed Richards. I'm with you on that. They do need to bring in Reed Richards. So Doctor Strange is going to be in there. So obviously that brings the multiverse in. They're talking about Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy. And they're thinking that they might try and turn her into Spider-Gwen, which I don't want to see that.
Bryce Dallas Howard was a better looking Gwen Stacy.
I totally agree with that. And I would rather see her be the Spider-Gwen than I would want to see Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen.
I mean, they're
Because
both old, though.
No, yeah, I just wouldn't do it.
Both
Kirsten
old.
Kirsten Dunst as Mary
old.
Jane, like
way too
no.
old.
Can we not do that? If you want to do Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, okay, I'm cool with that. As alternate Spider-Man, I'm cool with that. But some people are saying that this is getting a little bit too crowded and it's not gonna
It's
work.
beyond crowded. Like, here's the thing. I don't know who is directing this film, but it ain't the Russos. So once you get past 10 people, most directors can't tell a good story.
Right.
And we're probably getting really damn close to 15 right now.
Right.
Unless you're the Russos. Right. Unless you're the Russos, you ain't juggling that many people and telling an interesting, fun story.
Eugene Maddox. Well, Boba Fett didn't die, so let the Doc come back too. He's right about that.
Boba Fett,
look, I got something to say
we
about
know
Boba Fett.
why.
Okay,
go
hold on
ahead.
a second. Yeah, go ahead.
I got something to say about Boba Fett. All right. It was cool in the last episode that they made him actually look like what we've always said that he was supposed to be. But why was that? Why was he on freaking Tatooine for all those years? For 5 freaking years. He had his ship. He could have got his armor back at any time because you saw how badass he was without the armor. What the hell was he on Tatooine for?
You
What
did
was
see
he
his
doing?
acid scars, right?
Huh?
You did see his acid scars all over his face, right?
And
So how long do you think that he might have been in the back to tank? He might have been in there for
I
a while.
don't know. Look, I don't know.
Well, here,
But seriously, I don't think he was in the bath tank for no freaking 4.5 years, and he just happened to walk out and you see the feet. Come on, now.
That's a good one, Carl.
Carl Urban. Yeah, Carl Urban would be a good one.
He would.
He already played somebody, though.
Can Carl? Yeah, that's right. He did play the Executioner. Shit. That's right.
Executioner.
He played.
Oh, yeah. He was in the Thor movie.
But
right.
this will be a Sony movie, so he's technically allowed to do it.
That's true. Hello there, Gerbil. Welcome back.
Hello. No, realistically, I don't know, man. You don't know what he went through in that Sarlacc pit.
Right.
You try getting partially digested.
He got out. He got out some way, but from my understanding, didn't they say he's supposed to be supposedly digested over like hundreds of years?
No, over 1,000 years.
Yeah.
But at the same time, acid is acid. So, I mean,
Right.
it's
Like, yeah, I got.
and that's got to be a weird feeling.
It's got.
But still, 5 years,
I got you.
and he had a ship. He could have left anytime. As soon as he got out, he could have went. to
He might have found himself a nice Twi'lek woman to settle down with.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt
Why
that.
didn't he get his freaking?
You saw him flirting in Jabba's palace?
Yeah, I mean, he did.
That's true. He was.
Why
Yeah,
didn't he
he
get
was.
his
That's true.
freaking armor back though?
That's true.
Hey, sometimes, again, I've never been digested, and I hope never to be digested. That might
Ooh.
put some weird spots in your head.
I want that.
Mads Mikkelsen for General Thrawn. That would
want that.
Admiral Thrawn. That'd be interesting.
I want that. That would be awesome. Come on.
Because he has that real calm, sinister demeanor to him. Because if you look at Casino Royale, he played Lashif. Look at hell, even that really crappy Clash of the Titans. Because he was that one general. He was getting in dude's face, but he was never like overhyped. It's like he had that line that he would just walk.
Two things. First off, I can't see him blue. Second off, he was already in the Star Wars movie.
That's true.
This is true. But
Yeah.
so what?
He played gay. No. Star Wars is one of those you don't need to be double dipping.
one-off.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
weird because you can't be Galen Erso and then be Admiral Thrawn.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Gerbil, we're talking about whatever you want to talk about. And you said you barely made it to the stream. I'm just glad you're here. I really
Thanks
I'm
for
just glad you're
showing.
down.
Uncle
I'm glad
Aaron
you're here.
let Miles down. Possibly the Prowler
Wee.
prowling around. But who's going to be the Prowler anyway? Common? We're going to get Common to be Prowler.
Can we not do that?
Why
like,
not?
Can we not put him in everything?
Common is a good actor,
But
man. When he was great in John Wick too.
He was, but do we want to like
Cassian?
I don't know. I don't care.
Damn.
Getting into the colorism thing, you know, I don't know.
Oh, you trying to say he's too light skinned?
That's kind of what I'm saying.
He's not really that light.
That's kind of what I'm saying. What are your thoughts on this burrito? You know, honestly, how do you like your burrito? You like your burrito with chicken? White rice?
Chicken
black beans?
burrito, grilled stuffed.
Taco
Definitely.
Bell? You talking Taco Bell?
Yeah,
Oh,
grilled
man.
stuff. Those grilled stuff.
Are you
burritos
trying to
are
say
good,
he
man.
couldn't find his armor, Takeem? He may not have been able to find his armor, but you think him being he's a human, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a clone.
And most humans are supposedly social people. And
Nah.
not all of
Not
them, because
both
I
of
can
them.
understand. I can
can't
understand
see
staying
Boba,
away.
You know, just
But he
chatting up
doesn't
with
necessarily have to. But he was in a city. I mean, not in a city. I mean, there's cities there.
Yeah.
You can't tell him he's not going to that city, either raiding them to get supplies or trading with them to get supplies. He's not going to go into that city, see my man wearing his armor.
Here's the thing.
Come on now.
Here's what you have to remember. No, Mahershala is already playing Blade.
That's right.
So he's already stuck.
That's right. I want to answer. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to answer Wolverine Solid X's question about Miles. Will Miles Morales have a DLC story? No, it will not. It's literally since that game is over. If you saw the end and the teaser that played at the end, they're moving right on to Spider-Man 2 or whatever they're going to call the next Spider-Man game.
Yeah, this was a
PS5.
placeholder. What
Yeah.
what it was is if they would have included what we got with the Miles game now in part 2, it would have been a lot of pre-story. The game would have been super long.
Yeah.
And it would have been better just to go ahead and introduce your characters now, which is why I'm really thinking there's a third one that we don't know about.
Maybe.
There has to be another little side story at least, because there may be some Gwen action. I don't know. Once again, I've been doing a lot of looking around weird places. I've seen some things, but if they introduce everything they need to now, they can quickly get to the stuff that people want without messing over any of the stuff that we need to see before we get it. Because if they come out with the next one and halfway through the game we get smacked with like carnage, we're just like, wait, what? We missed so many things. What happened? You know, where's the rest of everything that you guys screwed us out of?
Yeah, that's fair. King Takeem brings up a really good point about the Boba thing again. 5 years to search a planet seems pretty quick. You got to remember, did he have access to a speeder, or was he out
He
there?
had his spaceship.
Oh, so
Yeah,
he
Slave
had
One.
stage one.
He had his spaceship.
Yes, they
So, like, don't give me that. He had 5 years, dude. You can take
Yeah.
a year to rest, bro. You
How
in the
long? How long?
stomach.
How long do you
I hear
think?
you.
How
I
long
hear
do you
you.
think it would take you to search the entire planet Earth to find something?
with a spaceship?
Yep.
A day.
Really?
1 day. I'm pretty sure his armor has some kind of tracking something in
No,
it.
it didn't.
Like,
It
come
didn't.
on. It had his freaking family history in
It
it.
didn't. Well, it didn't. It didn't. Cameras up, everybody. It's
His ship went buried. You telling me he tried to take 5 years to dig his ship out? No.
By hand, yeah.
Yes, that's funny. All right, last question. Who do you think will win in the fight between Miles Morales and Captain America? Eventually, it'll have to be Miles.
Really?
I think so, because the Venom punch and him being able to turn invisible.
Venom punch?
Yes.
No, because he's still a kid, and Captain America is a tactical genius.
Even though he can camouflage himself.
And you act as if Cap is like his
Can't hear him?
eyes, hearing, and everything aren't enhanced. And guess what,
I don't think so, man.
dude?
That's
Guess what? You better not fight Cap in a mud pit, because you can turn invisible all you want until that shield bounces some mud in your face. And guess what? Over.
I guess. Damn. Do you want to have this last one? Wonder which Sith or Jedi is got the child's beacon now. There's been some rumors that it could be. Some people want it to be Starkiller, but that'd be hard because he's dead. But it could be your boy from Fallen Order. I forget his name escapes me right now.
Cal.
Cal Kestis.
I hope not.
Could be Cal
I hope it's
Kestis.
an Inquisitor.
It could be, or it could be Ezra Bridger. That's what some people
Anakin
say.
was like, "Hey, Grogu, don't show up to the temple Tuesday."
That meme was funny. That meme was
I
funny.
said, "I like you." Don't show
Yeah,
up to the
that meme was funny. And other people were saying it's gonna be Mace Windu, but no, I don't.
It ain't gonna be
I
Mace.
don't think
Mace
so.
is gone.
I don't think so,
Yeah,
man.
bring him back.
Let it be like some new Sith or something. You need some Sith blood in here because that old dude is not gonna. He's not gonna cut it.
All right, everyone. Fantastic show. We're getting ready to end the show right now. And next week, I want to prime you what's going to be on the show next week. So it's nearing the end of the year, and the end of the year brings brand new anime starting next year. So next week, we're going to preview the winter anime season of 2021. If you're an anime fan or if you know some anime fans, make sure they come back and join us for that show, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, talking about winter anime. I want to thank all of you out there that happened to join the show, whether you were on YouTube, whether you were on Facebook, whether you were on Twitch. We appreciate everybody for joining the show. Before we get out of here, a couple of show notes. Cyberpunk did come out today. I was playing it earlier today, and when I get back home today, I'll be playing it again. So if you want to hang out, give me about 45 minutes. I'll be back home, start the stream, and we'll play some more Cyberpunk together. GQ, you got a message for our patrons?
Well, I mean, if you so inclined to be like our Culture Junkies level patrons, DeMarcus Smith, Fab Nerd Life, and the NetNet, who have joined our Culture Junkies level Patreon, you could, for as low as $1 a month, not even $1 a day, $1 a month, you could support a Culture Junkie and keep them off the streets and keep them, doing good things instead of bad things. So I appreciate it, and the likes, loves, and shares, and all that great stuff. But if you were interested in supporting us on Patreon, go to patreon.com/culturejunkies, and you can get that done. So back to Kenshiro.
Thank you very much. So make sure you come back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, for the next episode of Culture Junkies Live. Any final thoughts, King Amarak, Dido?
Well, final thought is Keem says that Boba's the best bounty hunter ever, and I said then that's why he shouldn't have taken 5 years.
I don't know, best bounty
The
hunter
man
ever.
was digested. If he was digested, he would not be alive.
All he lost
sir.
was his eyebrows.
Come on, sir.
Best bounty hunter ever was Lobo.
Lobo.
The main man.
Heck yeah.
Bastards.
Exactly.
That's right. All right, everybody. We hope you had a great time. I know we did. So for my friends GQ, Great Atakuji, and King Amarak, I'm Kishiro. We'll see you guys later. Make sure you come back and watch Cyberpunk later on today. Have a great one.
Goodbye.
What's going on, Junkies? Welcome back to the stream. We're going to do Cyberpunk once again. For those of you that weren't with me earlier, I think we're just going to start over. We're going to start over from the beginning and play the game brand new, start a brand new character so everybody can kind of see it right from the beginning. And we'll just have it do what it do. Put it on normal. Start the chat again. Alright, so I'm gonna pick Street Kid. Kind of curious about the female options to be honest. I'm very curious just to see what it might look like. But we'll stick to the script. Oh no. Let's see what the options are like. Oh wow. How about that? You can pick. Wow, that is dope. That is dope. That is dope. All right, so we're gonna do. Let's see what skin tones we can pick. So last time I think I picked this one. This one. Skin type. Blotchy skin. Wow, okay. Picked relatively clear skin. Bald. Not enough hairstyles for African Americans. Or just keeping it real. I guess actually that's kinda. It's kinda a hairstyle. I don't know if I pick it though. This is the one I had last time, and I think I liked it. Or was it this one? Kind of limiting though. Not gonna front. Although I'm kind of digging this one now. All right, hair color. Last time I picked a really funky one. Let's see what the colors are. Oh. Damn, that's kind of sweet though. That's kind of sweet. Let's see. Blue. I kind of like that. I think let's go with that. Let's go with that one. Eyes. I like that. Jeremiah Jones, what's up, man? Honestly, I'm not in the voice chat right now. Shifty-eyed, no. That one, no. I love how the shadows go. So, eye color, though. The eye color was sweet, but I didn't really spend a lot of time on it, so let's take our time and go through it. So there's blue, black, green, but look at these funky ones. Oh, that is wild. Irisless. I like it. I like it. These are cold. These are really, really cold. He's cold as hell. What am I gonna go with? Oh, dude! You can do the Rinnegan! Oh, that is awesome! That is awesome. Which ones out of all of these did I like? If I had to zoom out, I'd do this one or that one. I think I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do this one. This is the one I'm gonna do. So lip makeup, nah, I'm not gonna do no lip makeup. Eye makeup. Nope, not gonna do that this time. Let's see. Cyberware. Kind of like this one by default, but let's see what we got. Facial scars. Almost very tribal looking. Let's see. Yeah, we'll keep that. Face tattoos. Why can't you change the tattoo's color though? That's the only thing that bums me out. Born to kill. I didn't like any of those face tattoos. Piercings. What else do we got? So, the creative character is actually really robust. You can change a lot of things in here that, you know, I had heard that you'd be able to do like a lot of this, but this is beyond even what I thought we'd be able to do. I think I had this one last time, and I'm good with that. So piercing color. Yeah, we'll go there. Teeth. Teeth matching the piercings. I'm good with that. Nah, I don't like all that. Saying give him almond eyes? I don't know. No lip makeup, cheek makeup, no. Blemishes. Blemishes where? Oh, on his skin? Like on his face? Nah, no blemishes. Short nails. Not quite natural. Is there natural, like, nude skin color? Like, where is that? Like, a lot of these just don't seem to match my character right now. It's the only thing I don't like. None of these seem to match my character. Like, I guess, except for that one comes kind of close. Why can't you just have just a normal, regular, nude, you know, skin color? It's predetermined that you have to have polished nails. That seems wrong. Something about that seems wrong. All right. Nipples on, body tattoos. Yeah, the one with the snake was just dope. But this one was kind of dope too. I think I'm gonna do that one. Body scars. Yeah. Oh, circumcised, definitely. Circumcised. Yep. Good. Next. Everything. Wait a minute. Hold up. What? Okay. 4. Intelligence 5. Technical ability 5. Lock doors. Use tech weapons. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. So I actually did this a little bit earlier, but I'm starting the story over again just because, you know, I wanted to keep it coherent for the stream. But I literally only did like the first maybe 15 minutes. So it's all good.
A little anesthesia.
Motherfucker.
Everything chill, mano?
Some bastard tried to mug me. I handled it.
Oh, local guy.
This is the first game you've been able to do that, man.
Local try to mug me, Pepe.
Listen, V, I got a problem. Serious this time.
Come on, spin it. What is
Yeah.
it now?
Right. Characters generals in the game. This is the first time that, you know, you've been able to do something like that.
Said he bust my legs. He don't joke about that stuff. Got cartels in his corner.
You in it with Kirk? Every man, woman, and rat in Haywood knows he's a fucking shark.
My bro jumped the joint. Deserve the hero's welcome.
Yeah, very
I'm not
nice.
so comfy.
You ever gonna get wise, Pepe? Please tell me your brother's doing all right.
Doing his thing, you know.
Yeah. You know, honestly,
So,
the
can
next thing
you
I'm looking
help?
forward to doing
I'll talk
is
to Kirk.
if you
Then you're
can
gonna owe me
do, if you could do this in VR, I bet you it would be pretty awesome. So first time in Nice City, you may not be able to see this because it's kind of off screen. I'm playing this at 1440 and I haven't squeezed the screen in so you can see it because I wanted to make it so I didn't want to do letterboxing, if that makes sense. I didn't want to letterbox the game. So for all intents and purposes, it's at 1080, 1920, 1080 for you guys. Even though it's at 1440 for me. Let's see, first time in Nice City, play against the tutorials. Feel free to disable hints, okay.
He's so good.
You're saving my life, V.
Lacks direction.
Truly.
Demons walk with him.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh shit, you can just pick stuff off the ground? Damn, okay. I didn't know that. If it's laying there, you can just take it? That's pretty dope. cards, like literally whatever you see, you can take it.
Hola.
Oh, that wasn't even the same girl that was there last time. Okay, that's different.
Hey, Kirk. Want to talk?
V, been a while. Spin it. What you need?
Pepe asked me to talk you up.
What, he too shy to hand over the Eddies himself? Nah, tell him I don't bite. Not yet.
How's your problem? What's he owe you?
Yeah.
Afraid that's client confidentiality. Call it a lot. And leave it at that.
A cred shark with business ethics.
It's awesome.
Sounds too good to be true.
Well, Merry fucking Christmas.
Cut him some slack, will you? You'll pay.
Now,
Just need some
it's
more
based
time.
on the old RPG game, and I'm sure a lot of
Like
it
a
is
priest that runs a charity to you?
overly narrative
You borrow
as
Eddies,
well.
you gotta pay him back. With interest. It's common fucking knowledge. You suggesting I let a flaky
stream is
cunt who
frozen?
can't keep a deal off the hook?
No, you let him off because it's me asking.
Doesn't look like it's frozen on this end,
You know
but wait a minute.
I'm a man of the biz, so I need to know what I get out of it.
Oh boy. Man, a lot of skip frames here. I wonder what the deal is.
Kinda in a rush here.
Know what, Kirk? I sometimes get the impression you forget you aren't from around here. Popping to Haywood for
See
the
if I
occasional
can-
visit, sure.
See if I can
But you live
reduce
far,
some of
far away
the
in the
stress here.
What are you getting at?
Getting at, you probably needing to
There we
think
go.
before you start something with the local sun.
That's better.
I'm open to other options.
What's this?
Grab a look.
Mm-hmm.
Green ride there on the page. Only 4 of them in NC as of now. 1, Rayfield Regional Director. 2, Mayor Ryan. 3, a rental service.
Uh-huh, and 4?
Number 4
How's the stream
belong
now?
to my client, just as soon as you clep it for me, that is.
I do this, and Pepe's debt is squared.
Of course. I'm a man of my word. You know that. Whole thing simple. You swipe the Rayfield for me, I clear Pepe's account. Even toss in a cut for you, I'm such a nice guy. My man Rick works a parking structure by Embers, club where our Rayfield driver likes to kick it. There every Friday night, like clockwork. As soon as you appear, security cam shut down, gate swings up, the road is yours. Just gotta grab the Rayfield and roll out. Simple.
Who's the owner?
Just an Arasaka suit from across the water. Spews cash out of every hole in his body.
And his name?
How would I know? Why would I care? It's a hot item and I know where to find it.
Plan sounds shaky as fuck.
Oh, how so?
Sounds like you're looking for a sucker.
This ain't no setup, V. Heard you got a good head. Maybe we help each other make a few eddies.
And your man Rick?
Trust him like my own
It's
brother.
freezing every 10 seconds?
How am I supposed to do this? Expect me to slide under the chassis on a skateboard for a quick hot wire? Fast and easy? Kirk, wheels like this got security systems. Good ones.
Shit.
This bitty bop works like the key Rayfield techs use for repairs. Opens locks, bypasses identity authorization.
A skeleton key for all Rayfields in the city.
Oh man. Ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that about a bitch? This boy is killing it. This boy is killing it. How's it still frozen? It says this everything seems to be looking good on my end. It's not frozen. I paused the screen. What was that? Ah, Cyberpunk failed. Cyberpunk crashed on me. Cyberpunk crashed on me. So, let's see. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? It was something I can make so we could so I can make sure that there's something. Was it RAM cache? No, it wasn't RAM cache. It was something. I'm gonna have to update my my graphics card sooner rather than later. Let me see if I can overclock my card real fast. That might make the difference. No, it's not the show tonight. This tonight is the Hannah Omega. This is I'm trying to do Cyberpunk, basically. Make sure that everything is running good. And it actually was yeah, it was totally, and I mean totally, crashing on me like crazy. It was totally crashing on me. Kind of embarrassing. The Afterburner is running everything it should. See if there's an overclock finder. No, dude, I'm gonna go back to playing Cyberpunk as soon as I can manage it. Right, typical new game using me as the playtester. Right, you right. You right about that. Let's see. There was something. I could swear there was something that was supposed to make it so smart. Yeah, you're right. Should you go see Dune on the big screen or HBO Max? Honestly, that's a damn good question, and I guess kind of it really depends on. I guess it kind of really depends on if you feel like you can wait. If you feel like you can wait for it to come out in the theaters, maybe you should. Um, if you don't want to wait, then I'd say see it on HBO Max. But for me, a lot of the movies, like obviously I'm going to see Wonder Woman when it comes out because there's no theaters around us and I want to see it. So obviously I'm going to watch Wonder Woman when it comes out. But if I had a choice to go see it in theaters, I absolutely would see it in theaters because you can't replicate the big screen at home all the time. The sound system, the big screen, the popcorn, going out is an event for me, and luckily I can afford to do so. And yeah, I understand other people's perspectives when they say they can't do it because they can't afford it, but I don't know. You're right. Console cowboys and Cyberpunk will never have to deal with this kind of crash. You're right about that. Well, no, the games have been known to crash sometimes on consoles, but not like this. And obviously, you know, some of it I'm sure has a lot to do with my computer. But because for whatever reason, it's, you know, it's crashing every few seconds, but I'm trying to make sure that that I have, you know, gaming mode turned on for all of my stuff. So there's Asus GPU tweak. Is it GPU tweak? Asus. Trying to remember. Trying to remember what the other Asus tools I had that were supposed to basically help me deal with this. Was it Aura? Was it GPU tweak? Don't remember. Oh, I appreciate that, man. I do appreciate that. I really do. I'll do that another time. All right, so I'm going to give it a try again. As do I. As do I. I want to watch it too. I think Wonder Woman is going to be for all intents and purposes, the for all intents and purposes, the reviews are giving it, you know, high marks. So honestly, I think they probably, it is a shame that it's not going to be able to make the money that it would have normally made in the theater. It is a shame, but what are you going to do? All right, obviously, I'm gonna have to rely on you guys to tell me if the stream is freezing again or not. And if it is, you know, I'll try and, you know, solve all my issues with Cyberpunk offline and then just play it the normal way. Or I'll play it tomorrow after I solve all my issues. Because outgoing things should be cool. Oh. You're bullshitting, right? Are you serious? You serious? Amazon's opening a movie theater chain that'll have Alexa in every seat? That could be annoying. All right, time to go talk to Kurt. Oh.
He lacks direction. Demons walk with him.
I can sell it, right? Looks like I can sell it.
Hola.
Hey, Kirk. Want to talk?
Oh, you lucky jerk.
While? Spin it. What you need?
Pepe asked me to talk you up.
What, he too shy to hand over the Eddies himself? Tell him I don't bite. Not yet.
How's your problem? What's he owe you?
Afraid that's client confidentiality. Call it a lot. Leave it at that.
A cred shark with business ethics. Sounds too good to be true.
Well, Merry fucking Christmas.
Cut him some slack, will you? You'll pay. Just need some more time.
Do I look like a priest that runs a charity to you? You borrow Eddies, you gotta pay him back. With interest. It's common fucking knowledge. You suggesting I let a flaky cunt who can't keep a deal off the hook?
No, you let him off because it's me asking.
Huh. You know me. I'm a man of the biz. So I need to know what I get out of it.
Know what, Kirk? I sometimes get the impression you forget you aren't from around here. Pop into Haywood for the occasional visit, sure. But you live far, far away in Pacifica.
What are you getting at?
Getting at, you're probably needing to think before you start something with the local sun.
Right?
I'm open to other options. Cream ride there on the page. Only 4 of them in NC as of now. 1, Rayfield Regional Director. 2, Mayor Ryan. 3, a rental service.
And 4?
Number 4 will belong to my client, just as soon as you clep it for me, that is.
I do this, and Pepe's debt is squared.
Of course. I'm a man of my word. You know that. Whole thing's simple.
You know what I might have to do?
You swipe the Rayfield for me, I clear Pepe's account. Even toss
Honestly, I might have to
my man Rick works a
set up
parking
my other
structure by
computer
Unity,
to
club
stream
where a
for me.
Rayfield driver likes to kick it. There every Friday night like clockwork. As soon as you appear, security cam shut down, gate swings up, the road is yours. Just gotta grab the Rayfield and roll out. Simple.
Who's the owner?
Just an Arasaka suit from across the water. Spews cash out of every hole in his body.
And his name?
How would I know? Why would I care? It's a hot item and I know where to find it.
Plan sounds shaky as fuck.
Oh, how so?
Sounds like you're looking for a sucker.
This ain't no setup, V. Heard you got a good head. Maybe we help each other make a few eddies.
How am I supposed to do this? Expect me to slide under the chassis on a skateboard for a quick hot wire? Fast and easy? Kirk, wheels like this got security systems. Good ones.
This bitty bop works like the key Rayfield techs use for repairs. Opens locks, bypasses identity authorization.
A skeleton key for all Rayfields in the city. Come on, Kirk, even you don't buy that.
Kabuki's tech wizards sell more magical shit than this under the counter. Have a little faith. So, we all agreed then.
Best keep your word, Kirk.
Easy, V. Job's gonna pad your wallet too, you know? Head to Ember's in the Glen. Rick's in the garage. Be waiting for you. You two will hit it off. Good luck out there. We'll be in touch.
Honestly. Probably GTA 3 for me.
Hey, what's going on? See her after that again? I was at the hospital today. Javi's got some broken ribs, but praise Jesus, the bullet didn't hit.
Alone ain't getting a better fight.
All right, so I'm actually gonna I'm gonna do a concession. I wanted to play it in 1440, but maybe the graphics card just can't do it. So I'll switch it to 1080.
Standing, understand?
Is it still frozen?
Japanese dude? A boxer?
Never pass.
China's got the best beef. Got fucking mob if you can't hit him.
I can afford. If you knew.
Fat ass motherfucker.
Honey's got... Hey, why do I see no goddamn lemons? No goddamn limes?
They're in there, for sure.
So that's 60 frames, so should be all good.
Cybernetic guard.
Talk to the people in Junto. Tell them to be ready.
Yes, padre.
Well, who do we have here? We? Long time. Didn't know you were around.
Yep, no place like home. Sebastian Ibarra. Haven't changed a smidge.
Still frozen? This is
No one
amazing.
calls me by my name anymore. Almost forgotten how it sounds.
How are things, Padre?
The same. Haywood. Nothing ever changes here. I'd rather hear about you.
This is amazing.
V, I'm listening.
I don't know.